Hello, my dear Gemini, and anyone else who felt called to this reading. I go by Venusian Vibes, and today I'll be getting into your spirituality reading for the month of February. So I have been doing love and spirituality readings up till now since I started my channel. For my monthly readings, I've been doing love and spirituality, but I've been feeling more called to do a focus on the spiritual aspect of things and keep it more general so that any messages can come through, whether they be about money, finances, family, friends, and it can be about love too if that's what decides to come out. A lot of times it is, because those can be our most significant learning situations for spiritual growth. So we'll see what comes out for you, my dear Gemini. But it's an open field. It can be about anything, but mostly it's about you. And so what you can expect in February, what's coming in towards you, what will be challenging you, what will be going well for you, along with some advice from Spirit. So let's get into this. Oh, and also if you find that I resonate or that you resonate with me as a reader, I am offering some Groupons right now for some different readings, and I've linked my Groupon page in the description box below if you feel called to take a look at that. All right, so I'm going to open your reading with a few of these oracle cards I've pulled for you. I have two from the Moonology deck. Let's see what you got, Gemini. Okay, so we have full moon in Taurus. Your dreams need a practical plan. Someone else got this too. I think it might have been Aries. And then we have, look at the bigger picture. Oh, I love that color. And it kind of goes with the candle I made for the month of February. Look at the bigger picture. Okay, so you need a practical plan, and you also need to be looking at the bigger picture. Okay, we'll see more what these messages are all about, but it's interesting advice for sure. I'll put them up here so you can see them. Okay, beautiful. I love these big full moons. That means something's really peaking in February, that you have two full moons here. You like a culmination effect. So very strong, potent energies for you. All right, let's see. Oh my God, and we have Wonders. It's beautiful. Can you kind of see that? Beautiful card. It's a crystal. Beautiful crystal. I love this strong, the vibrant blues and purples in this. Okay, Wonders. And I'll read the message for this at the end of the reading, okay? Okay, so we opened pretty strong here with some beautiful cards. I love all the colors we have going. So we'll see more about what all this is about. I've already shuffled your deck for you. I'll just get your spread going now. So for overall energy, looks like we have 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. External energy, what's coming in towards you. This is your, how you're being in the world. This is more external energy. Try to make sure it's even for you. Okay. Five of Pentacles. That's what's challenging you in February. I'm being such a perfectionist right now. Forgive me. Oh, wow. Ace of Cups for what's in your subconscious. So that's actually a good thing that is kind of something that you're not accessing so much in your conscious space. But it's actually a really positive, beautiful thing you have deep inside you that wants to kind of come out in February. So that's great when it's something that's really positive. And it can be, even, you know, just because it's a shadow side, something unknown, doesn't mean it's not a really positive thing. Great things, we can block great things about ourselves as we grow up. We can block out talents, good, positive characteristics, compassion, all that amazing stuff. This is reflective of self-love. So some self-love is going to be coming up for you in February. And then we have the Eight of Wands for what's going well for you. Great. That is all about movement. Quick, swift. No blockages there. It just goes. It just moves. It's kind of like a river. I'm getting an image from this card actually of, I know it's like not fire energy, but I'm getting this water energy of just like a rapids, like these fast moving rivers that are just going and going, and there's no boundary. Like maybe in the past you've put up metaphorically this type of dam to kind of contain like your creative, like fluid, your creative desires. And this card is I can see the connection here. I get connections through color, and Spirit knows that, so I get thrown my messages through color a lot of the time. So looking at the bigger picture is connected to the Eight of Wands. Wow. Okay. Okay. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have your most recent past, or whatever from the past is going to be affecting you in February. And I'll get into it if I feel a need. It does look like there is some stuff going on with a person. We now have the Nine of Swords in the past, and we have the King of Swords for February, meaning that's the same person. Romantic, whether it's romantic, I'll get into that in a second if it is a romantic person. I would think so. Okay, I might get into that. But we do have the Page of Pentacles here. And so that's you. Feeling this new sense of, I kind of am feeling this centeredness, groundedness with you. And it might be something that you haven't exactly cultivated in the past, like this groundedness. But I'm thinking some of you are actually really focusing on this in February, like actually consciously making the choice to do things that are more grounding. This is things like, I'm seeing nature. So walking in nature, hiking, some yoga, meditation, things like that I'm feeling you're really getting into, and it's helping you just to feel more content within yourself. I'm seeing a shield of love around you as well. Like this shield of, I'm feeling self-love. And for you, I'm feeling like this mandala here. Yes, it is kind of, for me, I'm getting this, seeing it as a shield, but I'm seeing it as something that is very loving and like a boundary that is a positive boundary to have. Not like a barrier that is overprotective and unnecessary. It just feels like a really solid boundary that's a healthy boundary for yourself, and it's created through this self-love that you start to kind of experience in a greater way. But we do have overall energy, Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is about something that you were expecting to work out, something that you've probably invested time into. For a lot of you, you've invested some time and energy into a certain situation, and I'm seeing a decent amount of pentacles. So this can be in terms of a project or work related. I'll see if there's, I'll tap into some romance in just a second here, but it seems to be, generally speaking, something about not getting the rewards that you were expecting from it, like not getting the return. So it would be like planting the seeds and tending to the soil, getting everything ready, and then you're expecting growth to happen. And you're maybe even expecting to, I'm not even seeing that it was at a point where you expected things to really take off and really become into full bloom, or like to create a, I don't know, I'm getting kind of a tomato plant image, and I'm not sure if a lot of you were even expecting the tomato yet, but you were expecting the plant, growth in the plant. And I'm feeling like there's something about that, not like that part of the process, not like it's not growing the way you expected or wanted. I'm not even sure if you had any expectations, but you wanted it to work out. I'm going to get into this King of Swords. It seems to be a dominant energy here, and it's not yours, it's someone else's, and they're in your past as well. So I'm going to see. I'm going to start with what their feelings for you are. What their feelings for you are. Feelings. King of Swords feelings for my dear Gemini. Okay. Strange. We have 2 court. Okay. So this person is very prominent in your life. Very prominent. I know you can't see these at the bottom. I apologize. But so this person is someone, I'm getting that they really are significant to you. And this is someone is not like a new person in your life. It's someone who has, you have some years on this, or you have at least a year on this with this person for most of you guys. I'm really picking up this is someone who you've clocked a lot of hours with. And it looks like they're really not coming towards you in February. Okay, so they have they're very complex personality, but I think they like to keep it cool. And they kind of act like they're just kind of, yeah, like this cool, I'm not gonna really say much, not really reveal much, just kind of keeping to myself, like, but really there's a lot more going on there with their personality. Yeah. There's a lot going on, but they seem, I'm going to get one more card for their feeling for you. They're definitely withholding a lot. They're withholding a lot of aspects of their personality. So this is someone who's really focused on the coin. They're focused on the abundance in their life, and they really are trying to figure out how to create a better life for themselves. And they also have a lot of passion. They're very fiery. And I'm gonna say, for most of you, I'm getting more of a male vibe, but this can be anyone. If it's a feminine person, a more female person, then they're kind of a little bit masculine. Their personality is just a little bit more masculine, but regardless of gender. So the word I wanted to say, honestly, they're a little bitchy sometimes, and they have issues with jealousy, I'm getting. And okay, I'm feeling it from this. I'm reading the Queen of Wands right now coming through here for them. They feel wronged. They feel defensive, angry, though passionate. They experience at times like a fury, a lot of anger that they're capable of experiencing, yet I don't think they actually show it. I think they really keep a lot to their chest. I mean, a lot in their chest. They are not revealing anything, especially in February. This is the Chariot in the reverse. That's major blocked energy in terms of whether someone is coming towards you or not. And with the Seven of Swords, this guy, he's got that hoodie on. He's stealing as many swords as he can in the night without being noticed. Hooded figure. The hooded is symbolic of someone who is in hiding. So yes, not a lot being revealed in February, for sure. And they have frustrations, they have anger. they have, and I'm getting the word integrity, that they feel like has been insulted somehow. I'm not saying it has, I'm saying that's how they feel. Okay. I'm gonna get some cards for how you're being towards them, because you're, and for you, dear Gemini, you have also a blockage in terms of communication with this person. When the King of Wands is in the reverse, that's a major indicator that someone, meaning you, are not actually, your energy is not moving fluidly towards this person. It's like this, imagine just like this fireball, and it's like it's being contained, and you're containing it because you don't want, it doesn't seem like you want to extend any energy towards this person. I'll get more into 8 of Wands because that's a bit of a contradiction. So I'm going to say King of Wands and why it's in the reverse for you. And you're having a bit of anger yourself. All right, the Lovers. Okay, so you guys are clearly in this. This is coming through as being more of a romantic situation in this reading. So yes, I guess it is a love reading after all. So yes, the Lovers. And the Lovers card can also be about choice. But what's happening here is it almost seems like your love for them is the reason you're backing off. It seems to be what you think is best for them. And maybe yourself a little bit. This card is also of Gemini. So it's so it looks like yes, you have a lot of interest in this person and a lot of passion for them, but you're holding off because you think it's what's best, and you're holding off because of the love you have for them. So why do you feel like you need to? So why is that best for them? Okay. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. Okay, so I think you're playing the long game here. And you see this as something that's going to be taking a lot of time. Going back to the Seven of Pentacles, I'm thinking you're disappointed. So you're disappointed that it's not, things are kind of maybe going backwards a little bit in February. It seems as though instead of progressing with this connection, things are moving backwards with it. And you really can sense that this person needs their space. And you seem to be respecting that. There's something that they need to go through on their own. And even if you don't realize that consciously yet, it's kind of something that there's a knowing there deep down that is the loving thing to do for them, is to give them this space. But you are trying to play the long game. And so I'm thinking you're going to be kind of holding the space for them, or at least pursuing things and wanting things to develop going into the future. You're just you're starting to really get a sense for how long this is actually going to take, and how you're kind of in just the beginning stages. Yeah, okay. And the Five of Pentacles for what's challenging you. This is the loss that you feel from it all. So you feel left out in the cold. You feel kind of alone. You feel like you've lost something. You've lost access to this person. And you're accepting it and going with it because maybe they've presented it to you in this way where they've told you this is what is best for them right now, that they need space, or it's something that you're just intuiting. I'm not really getting clearly. Yeah, I'm thinking for a lot of you that they said it directly. Moving to the Ace of Cups in your subconscious. This is what's going to be coming through for you in February. That's a beautiful thing. For you to be experiencing more self-love. So, can you tell me more about this Ace of Cups for my dear Gemini? Okay, clinging to the past. I'm going to put these cards back. I'm going to get one more. Oh, so that's 5 of water. So 5, 5. 5s are challenges. They're kind of that moment when you feel, oh, and then we have the last puzzle piece, completion. Okay. So it looks like there's an emptiness here within you, or there has been, and it's there because of a lack of presence in the world and within yourself. So it's very hard for almost everyone to actually be 100% present within the moment. And so there's an aspect to you that's clinging to the past, and it's about pain and hurt. It's more about loss. The 5 represents that moment when we lose something we felt had just been solidified. In some cases, we just created that foundation. We thought that everything was safe and going well, and then we lose it. And it's this great sense of loss. That's what I'm feeling in this case. But there's an acceptance here that you're having. It's very wise. And so it's really, I think this circumstances are going to be allowing you to release some of what has been sort of on your mind, past things that have happened. Your dreams need a practical plan. Well, I see you looking at the bigger picture, yes. Sort of taking yourself away from these tiny little puzzle pieces and kind of fixating on one piece and really just seeing the whole image. And then it all comes together more easily as you do that. So you get a bigger sense for your purpose in life and what you really care about through this separation that you experience. Not literal separation necessarily, just simply not being in full contact, maybe. Okay. And this is a fiery element here, because it's a full moon in Sagittarius. So it's looking at things in this broader, seeing the world and your place in it and what you want your place in it to be, as opposed to just those tiny little fractions, tidbits of past events, things that went wrong, past mistakes I'm hearing, kind of keeping you down, making you feel like a lack of wholeness. But through the pain, you'll feel like you'll end up getting this sense of, just from wisdom, just this inner wisdom that you have, you'll be seeing something from a new perspective. It's like your life and your place in the world in a new perspective. Your dreams need a practical plan. Yes, okay. I think you are in this mode where you are looking, like I said, at the world. You're looking at your place in it, what you really want, sort of more detached from this person and more just focused on yourself. And so you are looking at this in a more practical light. Do a Page of Pentacles here, kind of, and it's something that has started already. Maybe it started in January, sort of the switch into this new priorities, and really digging more into how, like, realizing completely and focusing on where you want to be in your life, and then trying to figure out a better way, because we do have this letdown, and I see it with this in regards to this person. For some of you, it could also just be about something else in life, a letdown. I'm also getting this general sense of not feeling like you can cultivate what you want in your life due to circumstances in the world, not feeling that you are able to cultivate what you want in your life. But so you're being reminded that, yes, your dreams, you can do it. You need to apply a lot of practical planning to it. Getting everything into order, into its correct place, going back to the puzzle pieces. But to do that, you first have to see everything, I guess, everything in a larger light. I wonder if this will make sense for you as you watch what I'm... The big picture, the grand picture of your life, like the future, what you really want in the future. I think your attention needs to go a little bit into the future, just not all the time, but there needs to be those moments where we're thinking about what we want to have so that we can plan in this moment to achieve it. Thinking that's kind of where your head's at. So 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands is going well for you. Before I do that, I'm going to look at this Hermit in the reverse. So what does the Hermit in the reverse mean? This is more of this energy from the other person. Okay. Now we have Hanged Man in the reverse. All right. So this is an indication of coming out of these very stagnant energies, coming out of these energies where they're withdrawn and only focused on themselves. Okay, one more for 8 of Wands coming from your person. Yes. So they are coming. So now you are matching each other's energy. So that's going to be a pretty interesting conversation to have. Both are coming at each other like pretty hot and pretty quick energy. On the bottom here we have the King of Wands in the reverse again. It just kind of showed itself on the bottom of the deck. So that's very prominent as well. Okay. So we have these are more energies essentially indicating someone who's being withdrawn, withheld, not letting anything get across, and maybe even having been a bit cutting, more of that cutting energy, anger, that type of thing. Very principled, but kind of more about themselves. I'm almost getting a bit narcissistic. Not that you're dealing with a narcissist, but someone who's into their own, how they're very much into their own perspective of things, and not, at least in the past, haven't been very good at showing like any interest towards your perspective. So, and once again, these also being in the release shows, to me, I'm getting almost this pretty big sense of they're dropping this energy at some point in February. I'm feeling that they're dropping that energy. And one more card from this deck. I'm feeling this deck. Actions. Okay. So we have Lord of Abundance, Lord of Dominion. Okay, so they're going to come in to claim you. I think they feel like, I mean, they care about you very much. So there's going to be an interim, a period where they're very withdrawn in February, very withdrawn. And you're accepting that. You think it's best. You're like, okay, you know, I'm going to focus on myself. I'm going to focus on my own cup of self-love. And you're going to be experiencing a breakthrough with that as you tap into it. And then you're both going to be ready at some point to communicate again. And it's going to be this like instantaneous, both of you feel it kind of at the same time. I'm getting. Yeah. And they really just want, I'll pull a Lover's Oracle. They really just want to feel that like overflow of feeling, like that. It's just it's like this, they feel when you're around them that you just wash over them. It's just like this beautiful, like, it's hard to explain, but they just feel like so happy being around you. And so they're holding on to that during this time of where they're off with themselves, to themselves. Can I get their sentiments towards Gemini, please? Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life. This is the card you got. But they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. And this is what they're working on doing. They want to let go of resentment so that they can feel this sense of wholeness with you. Where you guys can both be together without there being like this anger. And with the word resentment, it speaks of things in the past that are not worked through. And I think you're both really want to. There's like the simplicity though. There's a lot of complex things that have happened, complicated things. And I will say, like, and I said this before, that this person is not very great. They like to be seen in a very high light, almost wanting you to look up to them, I'm kind of getting for some of you. And I think you really don't love that. You want to be on equal ground. And you want them to consider your side of things more than they have. I'm thinking that that's what they are. They're really trying to work on whatever's happened. There's definitely been some fighting. Someone withdrawing. I'm not going to, I think who did it first is going to be different for each of you. Yes, justice in the reverse in the past. Okay, so we're going to be moving back to simpler times, or to simpler dynamic between you two. But this, when you do come towards each other, and it's just very strong energy with I'll just show it to you more. You have like both of these Eight of Wands, you can see. It just seems like this instantaneous, just coming together. Like almost these cords pulling you together, but there's a lot that needs to be discussed and worked through, and you're both going to have to hold an open space for the other person to speak. Because if you guys cannot both let go of resentment for the things in the past and kind of start fresh, then yes, you might come together and feel that pull, that magnetic pull together when the time is right, but it'll just end once again in this feeling of feeling left out in the cold. Separation, unresolved anger and hurt. So that's what I'm seeing with that. I will close this reading by reading to you this beautiful oracle card, Wonders. So let's see here what your final message is. Okay, and it's a quartz crystal. So, just around the corner, exciting possibilities are waiting for you. Wonders will be abounding in your life. Sometimes they won't be apparent at first, nevertheless, they are there. The more you see them and embrace them, the more these possibilities will grow in magnitude. Celebrate and cherish even the smaller ones. No matter how tiny they may seem, let go of expectations. Okay, so some of you guys did have expectations. I remember mentioning that word earlier, and at first I said expectations, and I thought, well, maybe you didn't have them, but you just had desires. It looks like you did have maybe both. So, so don't limit the way that you think that wondrous events could appear in your life. Be open if you believe anything and everything is possible. And I'm kind of getting this vibe from the Three of Cups, which is also about celebration. That anytime that you are getting, that you're able to talk to this person and work something through, I'm thinking that that is cause to celebrate. And that the smallest things that go well in this connection should be celebrated, because they seem to be very important for both of your guys' growth, spiritual growth. And then aside from the love aspect of your life, just in general, keep that mentality. The smallest thing, appreciate it, really fully appreciate it, consciously. Someone buys you a coffee, really appreciate it, and think about how great it is that you just got a free coffee, so, and then saying there that for you, things are going to magnetize if you stay in that thinking, so that'll go well for you. All right, my dear Gemini, I hope that this reading helped. I hope that you got something from it, and I will be putting out a full moon reading with the new full moon the full moon in Leo that's coming out soon. And yeah, so I hope your February is absolutely amazing. Okay, bye-bye.